Welcome to this economy lecture series. In this lecture, we will take the permanent court of arbitration, and again, India has been charged for the violation of the bilateral trade agreement. So earlier it was charged for the Vodafone case, and again it has been charged for the another new company case. So we will see all those things in this lecture. So what is permanent court of arbitration? Is it really a tribunal or not? We will see in this slide. So moving ahead, I will request you to please go through this lecture till the end so that you will have a complete picture of the relevant topic, and I will request you to please subscribe this channel because this is a new channel. I really need your support. So why isn't this news? Permanent court of arbitration. The government of India, the permanent court of arbitration tribunal has directed the government of India to pay Cairn Energy PLC over 1.23 billion as a compensation for breaching the terms of India UK bilateral investment treaty. Why? So in the coming slide we will see India has implemented a retrospective taxation system. Retrospective taxation system is not allowed for the bilateral trade agreement and all. So let us suppose what is retrospective taxation system. Let us suppose today on 2nd January 2021 a company is coming in the India, and a company is coming in the India, and a company will see all the taxation policies of India, and if that company likes on 2nd June 2020 what is the taxation system of India, if that company likes it, then company will come and invest into India. Let us suppose that company came into India, invested into India, and in the December month 2021 government of India changed its taxation policy, and government of India claiming that the new taxation policy will be applicable from 2019. See, company came in the 2021 and he saw the current laws, okay, and he came into it. And in 2021, government of India changed the law, and it said that it will be applicable from the history. It means that it will be applicable for 2019. So that company who came into India, who invested into India, will feel cheated. That now I'm saying that after 6 months you are telling that I am changing the law and this should be applicable from 2019. So you have to pay tax as per the new law which is applicable from the 2019 and which was not actually present in the 2019. You are enacting that law in the 2021. This is something called retrospective taxation, implementing the taxation on the historical date, in the backside date, in the backward date, as per the backward time. This is something, it can be done through the Indian law, but this is not something acceptable for any investor. Okay, so these things are required, these things are making the investors to not come into India. That is a retrospective taxation. Sorry for this small glitch. So a bilateral treaty, what is this bilateral treaty? This bilateral treaty is an agreement establishing the terms and conditions for private investment by nationals and the companies of one state to the another state. So it means that private companies are also included in this bilateral investment treaty, and this type of investment is called foreign direct investment that is required for any nations for the development of the economy. Okay, such investment are required. So bilateral investment treaty are establishing through the trade pacts, and these things have been applied by the Netherlands, and that permanent court of arbitration has claimed that India has violated this bilateral investment treaty, both in the case, in the Vodafone case, and in this Cairn Energy PLC case. And in the both the case, it was India who applied retrospective taxation, and India lost the tribunal. Okay, so what do you understand that permanent court of arbitration, whether it is really a court or not? So it is an intergovernmental organization located at The Hague in the Netherlands, and it was established by the first international peace conference held at Hague in the Netherlands in the 1899. So if you see, at that time India was not there, India was struggling with its own problem, and during that period only this Netherlands and all understand the need of trade and all. That is the reason why India is backward in nature, because at that time only they understand the issues, and we are struggling with our labor laws and all right now. Okay, so during that period only they set up this tribunal, permanent court of arbitration. And this permanent court of arbitration is not a court but rather an organizer of arbitral tribunals to resolve conflict between member states. So what do you understand by arbitral? Arbitral means neutral. It will not be in the favor of A, it will not in the favor of B, it will go as per the laws, as per the treaty, as per the convention. So that is something called arbitral, neutral. Okay, so it is not a court but rather an organizer of arbitral tribunal to resolve the conflict between the member states, and it should not be confused with the International Court of Justice. See, International Court of Justice is also present in The Hague only, but it is a member of UN. For the UN, 193 countries are present, and all the UN, 93 countries are comes under this International Court of Justice. And International Court of Justice is a different thing. It comes under the UN. It is a court, but the international, this arbitration court of tribunal is not a court. It's just a organizer for the bilateral tribunals, which will provide that arbitral tribunals to the private companies or the other organization between the two parties or the states. Okay, so it is a permanent bureaucracy that assists temporal tribunals to resolve the disputes among the states and similar entities, that states and the similar entities or the countries and all, intergovernmental organization or even private parties arising out of the international agreement. So it can deal with the government officials, even with the permanent individuals or the permanent companies, if they are coming with some international agreement like the bilateral trade agreements. Okay, so what is this issue? This CAN issue. So the dispute between the CAN issue PLC of UK and income tax authorities of India is over an internal transfer of the share between the parent company and the subsidiary. So it was like that. Let us suppose there is something taxation in India, and one company is selling a product in India. So India will charge a tax on it. Let us suppose that country has deal a product in the another country, and during that period India don't have a law. If you are dealing any product or any deals is happening outside the country, India won't charge any tax rate, and at that time there was no law for it. Company went to the foreign country, he made a deal with the X company and he earned the profit on it. When it company came back to India, Indian government realized that company is earning a lot. So Indian government a lot came to know that this company had a deal in the foreign countries. So Indian company bring that law that if any deal will happen with the within the foreign countries, and then also you have to pay the tax on it. Okay, company is, that Indian government is telling that, making the law today, but Indian government is telling that this law can be will be applicable from 2 years back, and that this is not something a good thing for any investment, because this is something that if the government want, they can make any law anywhere, any time, and they can change any law anywhere. Like, so the businessman should know what kind of policies is there, and if a government have a power to change the policy as they want, it is not something acceptable by any businessman. Okay, thus it will create a bad impact of India for attract any foreign direct investment for the country. Okay, so the disputes over the capital gain tax was the bone contention between the CAN Energy and the tax authorities of India. The income tax authority alleged that CAN UK had made a capital gain tax, that tax is, let's suppose the deal happened in outside the India, such kind of tax if happened, and served a tax notice under the retrospective taxation, that a taxation on the applied with the backdating. Okay, that is something called retrospective taxation provision. The multiple interpretation of the capital gain ensures that a company refused to pay the tax, which led to cases being filed at the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal and the High Court, and the CAN lost the case at Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. After that, this company can approach the arbitration court. Okay, and this tribunal charged the India for violating the UK-India bilateral investment treaty and the international laws, and this is the second most high-profile case. First was the Vodafone case also, where India lost, And recently, that is mentioned here, recently an international arbitration tribunal ruled that India's effort to claim 22,000 crores in past taxes from Vodafone Group were in breach of fair treatment under the Bilateral Investment Protection Act between India and the Netherlands. So recently India has lost the case for the Vodafone case. Similarly, retrospective taxation was there, that the Hutch company was present in India. Hutch company sold its property to the Vodafone, and it happens outside the India. And when Vodafone company came into India, Indian government said that you have made a deal that has been outside. But at the time there was no such law to apply a taxation if you are getting any deals outside the country. But when the Indian government came to know about this, that this deal has happened outside India, they came with a law and enacted that if any deal will happen outside the country also, you have to pay the tax for it. But this law was enacted with a retrospective taxation system, that they applied the taxation system with the backward date. So that's what Vodafone company took this case to the appellate, that arbitration court in the Netherlands, and Netherlands said this is not something acceptable as per the bilateral trade and agreement, and India have to pay compensation for this harassment. Okay, so I hope you have understand this video. Please like and subscribe. Your subscription is a form of payment for me. If you have any doubts, if you want any on-demand video lecture, please feel free to ping on my Twitter handle. If you want slide and also anything, you can ping me on my Twitter handle or in the comment section. Thank you.